Hi guys, thanks for watching Why Wednesday. I want to introduce you to the best people in Des Moines that can help you personally or professionally to get to the next level. So I'm going to let my friend, boss lady, business owner, well, I'll just let her introduce. She can do it way better than any introduction I could do. So could you introduce yourself and who you're with?
That is a heck of an intro. Thank you, Jacob. Hi guys, my name is Dr. Paige Roth with True Roots Chiropractic. I am the owner of True Roots. We just opened about 3 months ago here in Des Moines. We are down on Ingersoll. And yeah, we are just super, super excited to be a part of this community. And yeah, that's all I got.
Well, awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about True Roots? So here's this sweet logo.
Yeah, that is our logo.
So like True Roots, what do you guys do? What do you specialize in?
You bet. Yeah, so the name True Roots came from just identifying, in health, a lot of times there's a lot of avenues out there that are looking to help people get out of their pain or help them with some of their issues. But a lot of those are very temporary, where they're just kind of masking the symptoms. So True Roots is really behind getting to the root cause of a lot of people's health concerns and getting true correction for lifelong results for people. So that varies from anywhere. We focus on neurologically based care. So we are looking to the nervous system more so than just looking to the musculoskeletal complaints. So with that can help people with things not just pain, like back pain and neck pain, which we do see a lot of that. We help a lot of people with that. But other things that maybe you wouldn't think of. So things like asthma, allergies, digestion, all sorts of different things that can affect your health. And through the care that we provide here, we look to the nervous system, which we know is the controller and coordinator of all things in the body. And we work with the body to see that correction.
Awesome. So the next question I usually always ask is your ideal client.
Yeah.
And so I call you, and I've always phrased it this way, is I call you and I say, here's my issue, here's what I'm trying to do, or this is my pain point, and you kind of get that kind of kid in a candy store kind of excitement.
For sure.
I think there's something we could do for you. So who's that for you?
Absolutely. So that's kind of a tough question because I think everyone's an ideal candidate for care. Everyone can benefit from the care we provide in our office. Anyone from little teeny tiny newborn babies to anyone, in their 90s. So with that though, the things that I really get giddy about, I have special training in pediatric care, so kids, as well as prenatal care. So we just got an inquiry actually tonight for a pregnant mama off of our website, and I got super giddy. I was like running around the practice. I was like, you guys, we have another pregnant mom that's coming in. So I would say kids and pediatrics are definitely my sweet spot. Those are kind of my favorite clients to serve, but like I said, everyone's a great candidate, and we love all of our practice members here at True Roots.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And I'll add just a quick question or comment that I'll speak on is, one, I'm always surprised at how little to do. So we think of going to get help when I'm in pain.
Sure. Yeah.
And so how little pain actually is a good. Could you talk on that? Yeah. And then could you give a win or success story kind of of something with that?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, pain is a great indicator. It's a good warning sign. But pain oftentimes is like a check engine light in a car, where the light is going to indicate that something's wrong, but you putting, masking tape over that light isn't going to correct the problem, right? So same kind of thing with pain, where it's a warning sign that your body is telling you something's going on, but it doesn't always tell the whole story, okay? So in our office, we do a number of different things. Obviously, subjectively, you can tell us that you're in pain, but other things that we use different technologies in our office. So neurological equipment that assesses your nervous system in an objective way that can actually show me where you have stress in your nervous system, as well as a muscle assessment. So an SEMG that measures the different stress that's going on throughout your spine. So those are two tools that we use here that really set us apart, that we look at the overall function of your nervous system, just not how much pain you're in.
All right. Well, awesome. And then to follow up, a success story.
Oh, a success story. How can I forget? Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. So we've seen some really, really great things already in practice. Like I said, we've only been open for 3 months. So just in 3 months, we've already seen some really groundbreaking results for some people. A very common one, the one that comes to my mind right away, was we had a gal come in that she was having issues sleeping. So she was not sleeping whatsoever. She was stressed out at her job. It was affecting her marriage, her kids. She, in fact, was just like so emotional in the exam room that I was with her. And we talked over some things, and she got under care. And after about 2 weeks of care, she came in and she was crying. And that's not always, like, it's kind of a scary thing when people come in crying, but they were thankfully tears of joy, where she was like, oh my gosh, like, I have had the I've ever had in my life. My marriage is better. I'm a better mom. I'm a better boss. Like all of these things that were coming, like just fruition from all of this, just being able to sleep, which is something that a lot of people take for granted. But that is one that definitely comes to mind. I think of her a lot, and just the quality of life that we were able to give her back. Another one that just happened today actually was one of our practice members went for a bike ride for the first time. So his low back pain was so bad that he was not able to bike, and that was a hobby he loved to do. And he was like, oh my gosh, over this week I was able to ride my bike 4 different times and I had 0 back pain. So that was another cool one that happened just today.
Awesome. So I love chiropractic care. I've been under it for years now. It works and it's amazing. So why Wednesday? So what drives? What is that why behind being a boss lady businesswoman?
Yeah.
Being a chiropractor? Being like, obviously your dog is a benefit to the odds too, but we really come for you. Don't worry.
He's shut in the back right now because he would have stole all the spotlight. So he normally is here and he'd be wagging his tail. But yeah, no, my why, starting back from like why I wanted to become an entrepreneur, why I wanted to do the business on my own is I come from entrepreneurs. So my grandfather started grocery stores, and then my father took those over. So I knew kind of the history behind that. I knew the grit it took to be a small business owner. I grew up with it and I fell in love with that dream. Another thing for me though is I knew I wanted to help people, and I always had a passion for the health profession. I just wasn't sure where I wanted to go with it when I was in college, and I was able to shadow an amazing chiropractor, and I just knew instantly. I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is my calling. I'm going to be able to help so many people through this care. So that's kind of where that path went. But here at True Roots, our why is really just to be able to help this community, help the entire Des Moines community become one of the healthiest communities in the world. And we know we can do that through the care we provide here. And we know that we stand out in a way that we are truly here to serve people so that those people, can live out their God-given potentials and just be better humans and be better, people in this community to make Des Moines an even better community that we already know what it is. So that's our why.
Awesome. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. Last thing, sometimes the hardest thing, something that you would give our viewers a piece of advice to take away and say, hey, if I do this, then I can learn from this. So
for sure.
Something personal or professional that you would.
I would have to say, just if you have dreams, like everyone's got dreams, but there are so many people that don't chase them because of fear, the unknown. There's so many reasons to not do things and push forward. But at the end of the day, life is so short. And if you have dreams, chase after them. This for me was a dream. Was it a scary dream? Do I have, fears? Absolutely. It's been a crazy ride already, but I am so thankful for just the dream that I had and the grit that I had to just move forward with it. I know I'll look back someday and be really thankful for this decision that I made. So for those of you that have dreams or want to be small business owners but are scared, I just say, go after those dreams, work really, really hard, but don't not go after them out of fear. It's definitely worth it. Chase after them.
Awesome. That's great advice. And honestly, reach out to Paige. If you're in pain, if you have some issues, that's a perfect reason to reach out.
Or if you're pregnant.
If you're pregnant, do that. But even if you're not, it's way better to be on the preventative side than the cost of on being unhealthy and all that. So
it's much easier to maintain your health than it is to regain it. We talk about that all the time in the practice.
Exactly. So come in, check out True Roots, and see Paige and her staff. They're awesome. And so thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Paige, for being a guest.
You bet.
And we'll see you next week. See you guys.
See you guys.